everyone, and welcome to Backstage Pass. I'm Samantha Powell, and I'm so happy to be joined by the fabulous Hannah Shellswell, who was an absolute star on our AVIXA TV virtual set earlier this week. You did such a wonderful job, and it's been such an incredible ISE 2026. How has the show been going for you?
It's been amazing, hasn't it? Like, the atmosphere has just been incredible, and so many people, and the stands are just beautiful. Like, all of the exhibitors have done an incredible job this year.
Absolutely. The energy, it's just palpable. Just meeting so many new friends and making so many new ones, and it's just been a really, really amazing show, and it just grows by leaps and bounds every year. So
I loved it. Absolutely
really
loved
happy.
it.
Sorry that it's ending today.
I know, but it's not over yet.
Not yet.
And we're going to talk about some of the highlights, aren't we?
Absolutely, absolutely.
We've got two people here who have had a front row seat, of course, and here they are. Hello, gentlemen. It's great to see you.
Thank you, Hannah.
See you. Happy Friday.
Yeah.
How are your feet doing? I know it's been a long show.
My feet are dead.
Okay.
Every time I sit down, I'm worried I'm going to be able to get back up again.
I know, man. The knees. I tell you. Sorry, I'm going through it too, people.
The key, Mike, is to make more noise. You just have to go more loudly, and then you can stand up.
Yeah, I will try it.
Wonderful.
Good advice from an older guy.
Get them in while you can.
Learn while you can, man. You only got a couple more months.
Oh, great.
So, Mike and Dave, we want to talk about your highlights and memorable moments from both of you. Mike, can we start with you? What's really stood out?
And this show?
Yeah.
Every time we do a show, we always look to create those wow moments. Mm-hmm. For me, the biggest wow moment was the drone show. We took it from inside to outside.
Beautiful.
And being able to do it as an experience for our attendees as well as the local population was just something else. And Spark, the other end of the show as well, which is showing how content and the creative part of our industry. So those have been the wow moments for me.
Absolutely. And that drone show was amazing. I know I was walking right outside the theater. Everybody, like even just walking to their hotels, had to stop and just turn and look at everything. And Dave, your name was even in lights out there. So
yeah, well, that was certainly a personal, very touching moment, and also the backstory of that is nobody knew that was going to happen except Toby and Mike.
Aww.
Tobias Lang, who his company actually is doing the show, snuck into the show programming the night before after rehearsals and changed the content.
Wow.
So that was super sweet.
Yeah, she called me the night before and said, Mike, can we do this? I said, yes.
Yes. That is perfect.
But I think beyond that, that's sort of the selfish private moment. I guess not so private. But, I think Mike looks for the wow moments, which are super cool, and I know I can just sort of lay back and let Mike find those and create those with his team. I look for the heart moments, and they almost always end up being some of the same type of moments. This year, the AVIXA Women's Summit, I think we've never tried that before here, and we had an amazingly full room of women and men focused in on creating a more diverse industry and diversity leading to creativity. And then literally half an hour ago, I came down from our Fast Forward Friday program we do in conjunction with CEDIA. What was really cool this year, 3 young professionals that were sitting in the audience a year or two ago coming up and talking about how one of them's at home tech, one of them is spent 6 months working for Shore and is now working for another company doing AV on cruise ships, and the third actually working for Toby at Lang.
Wow.
And so that's one of those moments where you say it's real, actually. This workforce development thing that we talk about in concept and in theory and in mission statements. And then you see these 3 young people struggling because they're on stage, right? Mm-hmm. It's not like they've done it 700 times in their life, let alone this week.
Yeah.
And those are the moments that, to me, are why this industry is special and why this event is special.
And Mike,
I have to echo what Dave says about the Fast Forward Friday program. And the guy that Dave was talking about who works for Lang, he came to me about 2 years ago at one of the year before last at their event. He said, Mike, I want to thank you. And I said, why? He said, I came to Fast Forward Friday as a student. I had 3 interviews, and I got a job at Lang, and now he's a junior sales manager there. He's my poster child for this activity, and it gives me a really great feeling every time I see that someone comes in and as a result of coming to an activity like that has a career.
What a great story.
Love seeing that journey.
It's amazing. And I was going to mention as well, of course, you were joined by a robot on the very first day.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, it's becoming part of what we do. Last year we had the dogs, robot dogs.
Yeah.
And,
So cool.
You know, we're trying to show where AV is going, and these become tools like the camera as part of what we're doing. And it's still new, but we're trying to be innovative as well. And if I can go and dance on the stage with a robot, it's cool.
Did that happen?
It didn't dance.
Okay.
It's not as good as me anyway.
Really
Of course, Mike, of course.
Oh, my gosh. Okay, so that's for next year, right?
That's for next year.
2027. Okay.
But choreograph.
Dave, you got to come back for that one.
No, you got to come back when you get
Backup
him
dancer.
dancing.
Yes. Maybe he's going to be retired then.
What are they going to do? Fire me?
Exactly. Wonderful. So, Mike, ISE has grown into one of the most influential technology shows in the world. And what has that meant to you personally to help shape that journey alongside, partners with the ISE? So, what does that personally mean to you?
A lot. When I was first approached by the associations to come and build this show in Europe, my first thoughts were, that'd be cool. We did the first show, and I said, this really has legs, and we started to shape it. And what I did is found people who could do a lot of things better than I can, and built a team around me who have helped shape this and make it what it is. And they come with ideas, they come with diverse creations or things we should do, and we discuss them and we say, okay, this is what's going to excite our audience. It's a really great feeling to have actually had this achievement. I get a lot of the credibility, but I've got a great team behind me who works with me, who are actually creating these things, and all I'm doing is saying yes or no. Yeah.
And it's just grown and grown. I mean, we had record numbers last year of 80,000 plus. The number's not out yet for this year, but we believe it's record-breaking again.
I can tell you we went past last year's numbers last night. So today is just about making that bigger.
You must be so excited by this growth and all that's coming.
You know, the growth is important, but the biggest challenge is the quality, making sure, because, you know, our partners are both the attendees and the exhibitors. And we want our exhibitors to actually go away and satisfy their ROI. They make calculations of what they need to achieve to justify being here, and many are spending millions to be here. And the same way, we want our attendees to come here and go away and say, that was really worthwhile. The tool that our attendees have that really matters is time. You know, getting them out of their offices to be here, and so making that commodity something they're willing to actually donate to us and spend their time here and with our exhibitors is also important. So bringing them both together and satisfying both sides is the most important factor.
Makes sense.
Fantastic. And Dave, obviously we're here in our lovely AVIXA TV studio, which we've had such great help from many, many partners to help put this together. And we're seeing a lot of convergence of, you know, AV broadcast, you know, things here at ISE. And so just wondering, how do you see that continuing to grow, that presence of that broadcast style AV here at ISE? And how do you see that convergence between AV broadcast and content production continuing to evolve? I know it's been a really big place of conversation here, but where do you see it going?
I see it moving further and further. We've watched this happen a lot of times in the industry with a lot of tangential technologies that end up being integrated into a larger solution. Broadcast used to be a very separate industry. I remember before I was part of AVIXA, I was part of a consulting firm, and whenever we were working on a project that had broadcast, we brought in separate consultants because it required a whole different level of expertise and technology. But that's just not the case today. There is a level of expertise and knowledge and learning that needs to take place, but it's really not separate in many regards, and more and more commonplace that any large enterprise type project, government project, educational project is going to involve AV broadcast. You well know the definition I've used for many years of what AV is the application of technology to connect people to people. And there's no more obvious technology that connects people to people than the broadcast technologies that we're using here and demonstrating here. I'm super excited about this. This is, I think, a dream come true for a lot of the people on my team. I don't know, Samantha, whether or not 5 years ago or 10 years ago you imagined you'd spend your week on a TV studio set.
Yeah, no idea.
When you applied to be a part of the Audiovisual Industry Association. But I think it's a natural course. And I think that's part of the magic of this industry is we've always been there's always been people within the industry that have had the ability to look ahead, to peek over the horizon around the corner and see where the demands and needs of our customers are being served by a technology that today we don't think is our own, and then to incorporate that into the rest of the industry. And Mike and ISE have been a part of that. Mm-hmm. If you watch the team, and this year, Mike mentioned it, Spark is another example of that convergence of technology and experience into a palette of solutions we can deliver to our customers. Mm-hmm. I think we would have all sort of been dreaming if we had talked about creators or game developers and virtual production, movie sets as part of our industry. But if you walk over to Hall 8.1, you can see all of the above.
Mm. Well, talking about exciting things coming down the line, I mean, this is a place where many businesses choose to make big announcements, and there has been a big announcement that AVIXA has made about Dubai. Yes. So can you tell us a bit about that, Infocom Edge, Mike?
Well, my team's not involved in that, but we know and we applaud it. We think it's a great initiative. The local market is always looking for creative ideas, and we're trying to satisfy the attendance at shows now. Mm-hmm. The audience is getting younger. The audience is looking for a different experience at trade shows. And I think Edge is going to actually deliver that. It's more showcases. People actually see how AV in action rather than products and solutions, but more showcases. Right. And I think that's a great way to introduce people to what AV is.
Glad to hear that, Mike.
Yeah.
So, yeah, Hannah, this is something that our team's been working on for probably 15 years, to be honest.
Seriously?
Wow. You guys
that's a project.
You wouldn't want to suggest, actually, that we can't do anything in less than 15 years. I think what I mean when I make that statement is that this has been aspirational in many, many, many different forms across the years, and I think aspirational across the entire portfolio of events that have been offered. I think if you reflect back to Tide, you can see sort of a foretelling of Edge. If you look at Hall 8.1 with Spark, you can see a foretelling of Edge. It's interesting. My job, I live in sort of three industries. One's the not-for-profit industry, like people that run associations. How do you do that? I live in the AV industry, obviously, but I also then live in a trade show industry. And in the trade show industry right now, the buzzword in our world, AI is the buzzword, right? And broadcast, AV broadcast, and virtual reality was the buzzword a few years ago. In the trade show industry right now, B2B festival is the buzzword. So talking about this festival in the U.S., you would think of South by Southwest. Here, you would reflect on some of the arts and music festivals. And looking at how do you integrate that experience, how do you integrate that feeling with a business-to-business event? And many, many years, people have said, you can't do that. They're one or the other. You can't do both. The minute you turn it into a festival, you're no longer doing business. But the reality is, Mike alluded to with demographics, with the people's changing in taste, the value structures, what we want, what we remember, what we're willing to spend our time on, is that we want both. And, shame on us if we don't figure out how to deliver both. I think that's what Edge is going to be. I'm super excited about Edge. I love the fact that we're going to have an end user council that actually issues RFPs to integrators who will then respond with their idea of how to deliver on a solution, searching out and working with solution providers to put together an integrated experience that absolutely demonstrates, here's what the control room of the future looks like. Here's what the leisure and hospitality of the future looks like. And it's going to be issued as an RFP by leisure and hospitality experts, evaluated and selected by them, and then built by our integrators using the technology of our manufacturers, and then explored, learned from, and hopefully inspired to purchase from by end users. So it's this ecosystem of all three parts.
It sounds terrific. And in that location as well, and certainly for the demographic, the younger demographic coming through, they love Dubai. And they do things well.
It's a great world. It's an incredibly innovative marketplace, and maybe to a certain extent differentiated from other innovative areas, because not only are they dreams, and sometimes these crazy dreams, but they have crazy money to build the crazy dreams, right?
True.
And that's important, because dreams are dreams, but business to business. So dreams are the festival. B2B is pragmatism. Practical, it's business, it's commerce. That area, I think, is a perfect place to launch this. I don't think it'll stop in Dubai. I think it has legs around the world.
Going forward. That's absolutely amazing. And we're very excited about that.
Yeah.
And I love that we were looking to the future. But now let's take a moment of reflection. So obviously we know that this will be your last year, sadly. But obviously very happy for the next chapter in your life. So on a more personal note, considering you've been with AVIXA since 2012, and as you look back on your time at AVIXA and at all the ISEs that you've been a part of, do you have any moments that really stand out to you, some of the most proudest ones that as you look back over your years working with ISE and even at AVIXA, any that stand out and make you the most proud?
I can give you moments that stand out. I want to make sure I differentiate, not proud of me, but proud of ISE, and that have been particularly memorable moments for me. The first one, I mean, if you ask anybody, any of the 80, 90, 150,000 people that came through the door this week, was it 150? Let's start a rumor.
I love how you went.
We're going to take this.
It was live on AVIXA TV.
Let's have fun.
150,000 people.
That's right. And we're going back to the Rye.
There you go.
Sorry. What are you going to do? Fire me? I'm sorry to my friends in Amsterdam. We do love you. The first ISE. But I mean, for me, I arrived early. I'm supposed to go to this meeting on Sunday or Monday, and I walked in the wrong door, and I'm stuck in some hall somewhere with pitchforks and boxes and crates and people
horses.
moving. And I had no idea where I was. Literally got turned around, was 45 minutes late for the meeting, could not find my way. So that's a first memory. And a last memory that we just talked about, Mike and Toby gave me, was seeing my name in lights, right? Who doesn't dream of that as a kid?
So special.
In between, we obviously had to cancel the event in 2021. But we still held a very small ISE, and it was half of Hall 2. I think there were
40 companies, 40
40 exhibitors. How many couple thousand or
Yeah, a couple of thousand people.
2,000, 3,000 people came. All of us masked, all of us social distancing, and I spent the day listening to Mike's team apologize for this is the best we could do, and the exhibitors saying, I'm sorry we had to pull back with our, and I just got more and more frustrated because all I saw was the phoenix rising from the ashes. All I saw was we shall overcome, we shall survive. What I saw was the beating heart of the industry. I saw we together we can do this, and that to me was amazingly energizing at a time that, very frankly, I needed that energizing. It was very hard time for those of us that were responsible for these events. And it was a shot in the arm. It was it was a way to recognize that there's value in this, then it's worth continuing forward. And it's a memory actually I use and reflect on in current times in the world to remind myself that there is a fundamental need among human beings to connect in joy, not in anger, and in hope, not in frustration.
It was, I must admit, that was quite a challenging time. It was great to have the support from Dave and the industry to actually, and it gave us a huge amount of credibility with this city. Coming in and showing a flag at a time when everyone was thinking, will trade shows survive?
Yeah.
So, and it was good to have someone on my side saying, we can do this.
Yeah,
for sure.
we need that support.
Even if it involved us screaming at each other many long nights over disagreements. Let's not be all hugs and kisses, Mike.
But Mike, as Dave is retiring, would you like to share some thoughts about Dave?
I remember actually when Dave came on board, we had a 3-hour meeting. Sat in a closed room and presented everything. So this is what ISE is. This is what we do. But then my words to him were, listen, you pay me a lot of money to do. No, he pays me a few peanuts
Just
to do
a
this. Let me do my job. And he's been doing that. But what he's been doing very cleverly, firstly, if there's anyone who persuades me not to do something and make me feel I'm the one who decides about it, it's Dave. If there's somebody who's pushed me to push ISE beyond, it's Dave. I don't think ISE be where it is without Dave Labuskes. He's been really strong behind that in driving us to do better. And this is a legacy to what he's been doing as well behind the scenes on this and letting us do our job, but giving us encouragement, giving us advice, and shouting when he needs to. Twice.
Only 2 times.
So, yeah.
I imagine you're not going to disappear, though, Dave.
No.
You'll still
No, I
come and
will,
visit
at least
and say
for
hi.
sure.
And
At least for a short period of time, I will completely disappear. I'll drop off the face. Whoever comes in after me, I'm so excited for what they have to work with. So excited for the industry being at a inflection point of takeoff. It's almost sort of I got us into orbit, or we've gotten into orbit while I've been around. Now, where do we go for interstellar travel as an industry, as an association? Whoever comes in after me has absolutely no interest in the old guy hanging around in the background or showing up and photobombing while they're shaking hands and thanking and talking about the future. So, someday I love the industry. I love the people. I think I love the industry because of the people.
Yeah.
I fell in love with the industry because of the technology, because I'm a geek. I stayed in love with it because of the people. But I can enjoy that from afar, and I can be the biggest fan in the stands. If ever appropriate, I'm always will fulfill whatever is my responsibility and privilege to fulfill. But it's going to be great. People are focusing on my departure, but think about the opportunity that this creates. Think about where we can go from here. That's enough of the Dave eulogy, right? Let's talk about the rebirth. Let's talk about what happens next.
Well, while you may be a fan in the stands, we will always still be a fan of yours, Dave. So we will miss you.
Thank you.
Miss you dearly. And it's hard to just get a grasp that the show is almost over for 2026, and it has been absolutely magical. But I know 2027 is right on the horizon, and I know
It's going to be there real quick.
Landing, yeah. So, Mike, if you could tell us a little bit about what we could possibly expect to see at the next ISE.
Bigger, better, more interesting. Now, my team has been working already for the last 6 months on what we're going to do for ISE 2026. It's really good because this push beyond theme came from inside the team, on us saying, how do we go more, and pushing us beyond. But we realize it's actually a very strong theme for our industry. The AV industry pushes beyond. So we started that. We're looking already, saying, what are the themes? Who are the people we're going to get in as our keynotes? We've started our discussions with Casabaccio about saying, how do we make the mapping even more interesting? The sales team have almost sold out for next year already.
Wow,
and by the close of play today, we won't have any space left. We are bringing more new things into it. We've got the EdTech Summit as part of ISE. Spark will grow. So it's always something that's going to be exciting. It's always going to be something new. But more than that, it's what our exhibitors bring. Look at all those wonderful stands. The creativity.
Mind-blowing.
And the grow.
I love to look at the expression on first-timers when they walk in and go, it's, and see what ISE is. Mm-hmm. And that excites me as well. And, we have this Standard Design Awards, which has become like a competition between all these companies. You go to Lang or Epson or Sony or Samsung, and every year creating something, really spectacular. And I think that's part of what makes ISE exciting, and what's going to make it even more exciting next year.
Cannot wait.
We're so excited.
And it will be here in a heartbeat.
Yes.
So
Hang on a sec. Like, Mike. I don't know why you've blocked me on LinkedIn and Facebook and Instagram. Right. But we all know that you're the Prince of ISE, but today we are going to crown you the King of Barcelona. Here we go.
Oh, wow, Mike.
Little crown.
Yes, I am here for it.
What a look. This is fantastic.
Oh, my
There we
God.
go.
There we go.
my God.
Blackman, I'm here to declare you the King of Barcelona. Congratulations. This is not a Van Gogh moment. You won't lose an ear.
Your Majesty.
Thank you.
I'm at your service.
Oh, wait, no, there's more.
And Dave, we don't want you to feel left out, right? We know you're retiring, so we think that this robe is a little bit more appropriate for you. So all the best, and by the way,
my rocking chair.
yeah, exactly. And I want your job, Dave. I want your
It's open.
Oh, my
You see, ISE is always full of surprises.
And this is what
We have one more surprise.
We have one more surprise.
Hey, before you go, look, we've got to fix this robot. Mike. Come on.
All right, I got it.
There we go. There we go.
Got it.
We've got one more surprise for
Yep,
you, Mike.
yep.
Mike, we at this show we do some awards, and at this show we have the Tech Effect Techanaut Awards, and we are declaring you the MVP of ISE. So congratulations, you have won the Techanaut MVP Award, Mike. Congratulations.
Thank you.
Well done.
So, thank you, guys. Now, can I wear this the rest of the day?
100%.
Oh, please, God, no.
It does suit me, Mike, I have to say.
Actually, when we go back and reflect, actually, in Amsterdam, they made me mayor for the day. And I got a chain and everything else to wear, so it's fitting.
It's
About time, he says.
Yes, and if you can walk around with that robe as well on the show floor, I think that's appropriate.
I'm happy to do that. Do you have any walker or a cane?
I'm sure we can find. I think we all need one after
Yeah,
this
we
week.
do.
We'll be fighting over that.
Absolutely brilliant. Thank you both so much, Dave. Thanks for everything that you have done over the years, and we wish you
Thank
well for
you.
your retirement.
Absolutely.
Thank you. Thank you.
And see, even more reason for everyone to watch Backstage Pass. You'd never know what's
Absolutely
going to
right.
happen.
No.
Well, it has been a pleasure. Hannah, thank you so much for joining
Thank you.
me. It has been just a wonderful time
Loved
here
it.
at ISE. And yes, let's do this again soon.
Definitely.
Wonderful. And
Thank
for all of
you.
you watching, thank you so much for watching Backstage Pass.
See you
we'll
soon.
see you soon. Bye.
Out of all the continent, it can be African boy. When you want to wine, you go see shaking, now you self run. Allergy, just deliver 20 for carats on my shoulder. Eyes on me, but them not fit to come closer. Happens, in my send me the control. I'm a piano when I match up for the corota. No be money, matter, no kodera man.